Welcome back to Left, Right and Centre. Far, far away from the headlines that are being made here in the political capital, a protest that went almost unnoticed for the first few weeks. It was only when the media decided to highlight the Khandwa protest that finally today there seems to be some sort of movement. The Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister deputing one of his ministers to talk to activists, people who have been standing neck deep in water for the past 14 days. They're talking about how the rising water levels in the Omkareshwar Dam in Madhya Pradesh are threatening their land, their livelihood, their very existence.
The Jal Satyagraha by the 51 protesters has entered its 14th day. 2 weeks that these people have been protesting in this inhuman condition. The water, as you can see, is very bad and it certainly has had an adverse effect on their bodies and health. आपसे बात करें, पैर में कितनी दिक्कत है? फंगस हो गया पैर में?
पैर मेरा बहुत दर्द करता है
जी।
सड़ गया, गल गया। मैं मेरा हाथ देगा जब ही हटूंगा।
हक के बिना नहीं हटेंगे।
नहीं हटेंगे।
You can see behind me also, these are the people who've been sitting on this Jal Satyagraha, and look at their conditions. Their feet, other parts of body also have been adversely affected, but this can give you a small idea of what they have been going through, and so far there has been no response. It's not only these 51 protesters who are sitting on the Jal Satyagraha, but on the other side, if I could show you, there are hundreds of people who have come here, and they have the support of thousands of villagers who will be adversely affected when the water level reaches 193 meters. In fact, we are joined by a few family members of the people sitting inside water. आपका कौन है बेटा पानी में?
मेरी दादी बैठी हुई है और मेरे बाबा भी बैठे हुए हैं।
आपको डर लगता है पानी में बैठे हुए तबीयत खराब हो जाएगी, सांप कीड़े काट लेंगे?
हाँ।
मना करते हैं उनको निकल जाने के लिए?
नहीं करते, हमको हमारी जमीन और पुनर्वास चाहिए। जब तक वो नहीं निकलेंगे भले ही उनकी जान भी चले जाए या हमारी भी चले जाए।
हाँ, सब डर तो लगे, पर हमारा बच्चा लोग क्या खिलाएंगे? और हमारा अधिकार नहीं देगा, जमीन पुनर्वास कोई नहीं दे जब तक निकलने का कोई अधिकार नहीं है।
So these people here are here basically to cheer up and keep the morale up of the people who've been sitting for 14 days, and they're very determined till the time their demands are met. They will be in water and their family members will be here supporting them.
We're asking tonight, slow suicide for justice. Can India afford to ignore these protests? Let's go right across to Khandwa now, where my colleague Siddharth Ranjan Das is actually with those activists. Siddharth, what is it that they're saying to you at this point, 14 days after they began these unbelievable, unusual protests? Finally, the Madhya Pradesh government seems to be taking some action. We believe the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister has asked his industries minister to speak to these activists. Is there some hope that perhaps their demands will now at least be heard?
Well, Ankita, absolutely. As you said, that these people are sitting in water for the past 14 days. It's not an easy deal. And today, finally, the government seems to have softened their stand. And tomorrow is what the meeting is expected with the ministers that has been assigned by the state government, who will be representing them in this whole debate, in this whole meeting tomorrow. We have with us an NBA activist, Chitrupa. Let us speak to her. Chitrupa, after 14 days, finally, the deadlock seems to be now heading way forward, and maybe we're heading towards a resolution. What do you have to say about tomorrow, and you feel that now your whole satyagraha might come to an end on a positive note?
Yeah. No, we believe it's a long haul, but we know that after 14 days, because of the determination of the people and also the role of the media, the state has had to respond. The state government is meeting with us tomorrow, and the central government is also sending a team on Monday. And we have, we don't have the luxury of being cynical. So we are hoping, and we are fighting, and we know that sooner or later we will win. We will compel the government to meet the needs and the rights of the people.
Tomorrow, if we talk of Ankita, basically Kailash Vijayvargiya and also Vijay Shah, two of the ministers of BJP state government, will be meeting Alok Agarwal, NBN activist, along with other delegates in Bhopal to talk on the issue. And people now are hopeful that at least some sort of a way forward is now, what we are seeing. आपसे बात करें, कल मीटिंग है, सरकार आप लोगों की जो बात करेगी, आलोक जी जाएंगे बात करेंगे, उम्मीद लग रहा है अब आपकी बात मानी
उम्मीद
जाएगी?
तो बहुत बड़ी लगी रही, काल देखा काल तक उम्मीद है कि नहीं काई कज हमको, नहीं तो फिर सरकार के पास जमीन का देना खाई नहीं हमारे पास। और नहीं कभी जमीन हो, जमीन तो बहुत है पर नहीं मन में देना हो तो उनको बांध खाली कर दे, हम पैसा उनका देना तैयार बैठे किस्त से, किस्त बांध दे, हम तैयार बैठे पैसा देना का। हमको 15 रोज हुई यहाँ सड़ता सड़ता, हमको मच्छी खाज, माखा खाज, मच्छर खाज, गंदा पानी में बैठे आज। तो सरकार का यहाँ तक नहीं सकते, हमारा गरीब का लिए का 10 मिनट को वक्त नहीं, और सरकार का पास जब देना का नहीं है तो हमारी जमीन पर क्यों कब्जो करना, पानी भरे।
So this is what she is trying to say, that they're hell-bent that till the time the government doesn't give in to their two prime demands. One, bring the water level of Omkareshwar Dam back to 189 meters. The proposed height is 193 meters. And secondly, proper rehabilitation, land for land compensations, implementation, and about 2.5 lakh rupees as compensation for laborer families. But also, if you talk of this place that I'm in, it's Gogol village, some 20 kilometers from nearest hospital. The water, if you can see, is really dirty. It's murky. I saw snakes, I saw fishes, all inside this water. So it's quite a dangerous situation out here. And the main employment option for the people here is farming. And because of the rise in the water level, which is now above 190.5 meters, because of that, a lot of fields have been submerged. And if it continues to be like that,
Yes,
then
it's clearly
they
a
are fearing
critical
that houses will also be
situation,
submerged,
Siddharth.
and they will have no option except to flee.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us with that live report from Khandwa.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.